Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 4th grade concept of input-output tables. This is standard 4.5b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 17 off the Redesign Practice Online STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a table, shows the relationship between input and output numbers, and we need to simply find the rule that can be used to find the output when the input number is given. Alright, so let's open up our graph draw feature. We're going to expand it out using those diagonal arrows, make it more transparent so we can see what's going on behind there. Click draw. Now we're ready to go. So we need to find the relationship between input and output. So if we actually read the problem, it tells us which way to read this table, because if I'm not careful, right, I could think that I'm just going up and down like this, but you see how if I just go up and down like this, I'm just looking input to input and output to output. And look what it says here. I need the relationship between input and output. So let me reset that. Here's a better way to look at it. I need to look side to side, and we're always wanting to look side to side, but it actually tells us in the problem this time between input and output. Alright, so we're looking the relationship here between 4 and 8, 5 and 10, 6 and 12. We need to find the rule, but look what it tells us to do. To find the output number when the input number is given. Okay, so when we have an input number of 4, right? Something needs to happen. Here's the rule. And then it's going to help us find the output number. So equals, and the output number is 8. So take a look at our options here. One way is we could try to figure it out on our own, and we can use kind of deductive reasoning to figure out how to get from 4 to 8. Another way is we've got 4 answer choices here, and we could just plug each of those into this little equation, right? So we can either do a plus 4 plus 1 divided by 2 or multiply by 2. So we could just kind of take this and we could just copy it all the way down and see which of these work, right? So since I've got that drawn out, let's look. 4 plus 4 equals 8, okay? So I like the plus 4. 4 plus 1 equals 8. No. 4 divided by 2, now that makes 2. 4 times 2 makes 8, okay? So far I've got 2 options, which is why you can't just look at that very first one. So let's do the same thing again with the 5s. So here's what, if you didn't choose this strategy, if you were just going to try to figure it out on your own, that's fine. We're going to use these tools, and it's going to be equals to 10. Whenever your numbers are getting bigger, like 4 to 8, 5 to 10, this is a plus 1 right here, 6 to 12, you really have 2 options. You're either going to add or you're going to multiply. That's how you make your numbers bigger. So I wasn't surprised that my 2 options that worked were going to be the plus 4 or the times 2. Alright, so I've copied all of these out. Let's get blue going here. And let's see. 5 plus 4 equals 10. No, that equals 9. 5 plus 1 equals 10. Nope, equals 6. 5 divided by 2, that's 2.5. Okay, my multiply by 2 works. So instead of just writing all 4, the only one that really works for both is the times 2. So let's see if it works for 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. How's that looking for me? Yes, that does look good. And if I want to do the plus 4, 6 plus 4 doesn't make 12, it makes 10. All right, so multiply by 2 is going to be our rule. Our answer here is D.